Just doing a quick update on my last video, which was about the aeration fittings as used on Mark Thomas Payne's fermenting bins, his wormeries, and some of the buckets and grow buckets and wormeries I'm building as well. So if you imagine this hole here is in the side of one of the 25 litre containers or the 5-gallon buckets. So in the previous video I installed these by having a little piece of nylon straining bag. I slipped that over the top of the cut down bottle, and then that pushed through the side of the container, and then I took one of these brass gauzes, put it into the bottle cap, which I've drilled a 20mm hole through, and then that just threads over the top, and then it holds the mesh and makes you kind of filter that way. So obviously inside here you can cut that round and make it nice and neat, or you can just kind of, in the video I just left it as it was. But apparently what can happen is worms and other kind of creatures can crawl into this little cavity and then end up blocking that aeration fitting. So a way around that, which I've come up with, I just unscrew this one and take this one apart. So again, using that as the sort of inside of the, or the side of the container with a hole drilled in it, it fits through, and then the top is on the outside. But you've got another couple of pieces here. This is just a piece of 21.5mm outside diameter solvent weld PVC overflow pipe. I think Mark Payne uses 1/2-inch conduit, but in the UK this seems to be the equivalent sort of outside diameter, and that fits in here, and it's a fairly loose fit. It fits in there reasonably well, but it's not a tight fit. So what I've done here, taken another little piece of nylon strainer bag, and I've washed this one. The other one's a bit stained, so that goes over the end of that little piece of pipe. And you can make this bigger and then cut it down, it's probably easier, but I've already fitted this one and taken it apart just to do this video. So that slips over the end of that, and then if you imagine this is the inside of the bucket, that's the outside, so it pushes through from the outside, and just so it's level with the inside face of that cut down bottle top. So you're possibly not going to be able to see, but you can just kind of see the strainer bag there, so it's nice and smooth. Then that will push through the hole in the side of the container, and once again I use a brass mesh on the outside. It's a little bit more sturdy. I don't know, my containers are outdoors, so I don't know if you might get birds and things interested in tapping around, or even mice that will be able to gnaw their way through that. So it's a little bit more resistant, and then that will thread in, makes that a nice tight fit on the outside. So then from the outside you've got the brass kind of pipe gauze, and then on the inside you've got a nice smooth nylon strainer bag, which is a very fine mesh. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to focus, but you can just see the little square weave of the nylon there, and the hole size is a fraction of the size of the brass. But anyhow, that's how it goes, and it's nice and neat on the inside, and it's kind of looks neat on the outside as well. But they would go on, this is a smaller container, but that would just thread on here. Inside there.